I love you, Faith Walker.
What?
I love you.
Oh, look at the time. Could be late for work.
It's fine if you don't feel the same way yet. You will. Thank you. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh.
Are you all right, love?
Yes, I'm fine. What are you doing here? Come and sit down.
I'm sorry. I'm getting to be a bit of a liability, aren't I?
Don't be silly. Accidents happen.
You should get Dr. McGuire to take a look at that.
It looks worse than it is. There's no need to bother the doctor.
That's what he's there for. Go and see him.
I'm okay. Oh, all right. If it'll make you happy, I'll go to the surgery. I need to pick up your prescription anyway.
You feel like heaven to touch. I wanna hold you so much. And God's love has arrived. And I thank God I'm alive. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. Pardon the way that I stand. There's nothing else to compare. The sight of you leaves me weak.
Morning, you two.
Morning.
Oh, morning, Sarah.
So, how was Dublin?
Well, I had a nice time, even if some people didn't.
And Kieran?
Honestly, you won't believe how much he's changed. You forget how much they grow at that age, don't you? He's always smiling and laughing. It's not actually a trait he's inherited from his father.
What's up with him?
Don't ask. Mac, you need to stop being like this.
Can you blame me?
Look, I'm sure the PCT have got it all in hand. Charles Murray told you that himself. Now just leave them to sort it out from now on, okay?
You think they will? I don't trust that man.
Mac, you've got patients to see.
Women aren't the only ones who can multitask, you know.
Hi, this is the Kendricks. Please leave a message after the tone.
I'm sure it's here somewhere, Mrs. Elliot.
Goodness sake, girl, how long does it take to find a simple piece of paper?
Yes. Here we are. You're welcome.
Sarah, Mr. Charlesworth is not on my list.
Joyce? You should be at St. Phil's. Your knee replacement?
Meanwhile, Greek airline Helios is defending its safety record after a flight experienced mechanical problems when pulling into land.
Do you know, I was sure I had a £20 note in this purse, but it's gone.
Well, you must have spent it and forgotten. Coffee?
No, I haven't got time.
Oh. Now, listen, I didn't overstep the mark by saying what I did earlier, did I? Not that I can help how I feel.
Yeah, I can see that.
So when are we going to see each other again, or are you one of these women who likes to keep a man waiting? What's the point, Mike, treating you if you won't help yourself? All you had to do was get yourself to St. Phil's.
I must have forgotten. My memory's not what it was.
No, Joyce, there is nothing wrong with your memory. You could at least have called them so that someone could have taken your slot. Have you any idea how many people are waiting for knee surgery?
More fool them. These days I'd probably come out of hospital with something worse than I went in. No, thank you. I can cope with things as they are.
The damage to your knee is serious and it won't get better without surgery. And it will become increasingly harder to look after Bill. You do know that, don't you?
Yes, but
How did that happen? Joyce?
Sorry I'm late. Don't worry.
Catching up on some sleep, were you, after a steamy weekend with your sergeant?
Ooh, hey, is there something I should know about?
Thanks a lot.
Anytime.
I'm really glad, actually, that Faith's got some passion back in her life.
Oh, what's the matter, babe? Still waiting for a knight in shining armour to come and sweep you off your feet?
What's the point, eh? I might as well face it. I'm just going to end up miserable and single. What hope is there for me, Greg, when even me gran can get a bloke and I can't?
Yeah, but you must be excited. Aren't you, bridesmaid?
Oh, yeah, I'm really happy for her. It's just never going to be me, is it?
Oh, don't worry about that, Sarah. You've got plenty of time. If I was you, I'd leave it as long as I could.
it was my fault. I should have known better than to give the mug to Bill. I usually just put it down so he can pick it up for himself. That's the reason I didn't go into hospital. There's nobody to look after him.
You told me that there was a neighbour who could look after him.
She moved.
George, you're taking on too much trying to look after Bill on your own, regardless of the arthritis. This time it was a mug of tea. Next time it could be something worse.
I can cope perfectly well on my own.
I'm really sorry, Joyce. You have done a fantastic job looking after Bill these past few years, but you have to come to terms with the fact that you're not as fit as you were. Look, we can easily arrange with social services for a carer to come in while you're in hospital. Or we get Bill admitted for a while, just until you're back on your feet.
I've talked to him about it. He wasn't keen.
OK, well, I'll speak to him next time I visit and talk him through the options.
Oh, no. Look, I appreciate your concern, Doctor. I'll talk to my friends at the shop. There must be someone who knows somebody who can help.
Joyce, do you see much of Susan? Well, she moved away, didn't she? It's just, is there a chance that she might come and stay for a while and look after Bill?
We don't have anything to do with her.
Bye, Joyce.
Right, you may as well give me all the gory details now, because you know I'm only going to prize them out of you eventually, so spill. Is it the uniform that does it for you? Does he wear it in the bedroom? Oh, not such a good weekend after all then, eh?
No, it was fine. More than fine, actually. Rob told me this morning that he loves me.
That's great. That's not great.
Yeah, I'm really flattered and I do care about him a lot, but... This morning, there was 20 quid missing from my purse and I think Lex might have taken it. He came home on Saturday with a bunch of new CDs and he's always complaining that he ain't got any cash. I bet he used my money.
Well, have you said anything to Rob?
Only that the cash had gone.
Is there something else?
Rob's really anti-drugs.
Well, he's a police officer.
Well, Lex came home with some mates last week and I found them sharing a joint.
So not only is he stealing money from you, he's also taking drugs.
I don't know what to do.
Talk to Lex yourself or tell Rob.
Well, I could say nothing. Oh, yeah, I know, you're right. Oh, why do things have to be so complicated?
Because that is love. Hello.
Hey, morning. Morning. Let's take a seat.
How can you not know anything about it? Your chief executive told me personally that someone would go round and see him. Dr. Kendrick has had a breakdown. Am I the only one who cares about that?
Oh.
Hello?
Hello, Dad.
That's Susan, love.
Is it still okay?
Yes, of course it is. I've got to go. She's just come back. I'll see you later.
Who was that?
It's double glazing sales. What did Dr. Maguire say about your hand?
Oh, I told you it was nothing. He even wondered why I bothered to see him. I had to wait ages at the chemist. Oh. Oh, look at the time. The girls at the shop will be wondering where I am. Don't forget to take your pills at lunchtime. And ring me if you need me.
You're the third person I've been transferred to. Doesn't anybody in your organisation know where Charles Murray is?
I'll see if he's in. Would you mind holding?
Yes, I do mind holding. I've been holding for the past 5 minutes.
One moment, please.
No, please, don't.
I'm sorry, Mr. Murray isn't available.
Isn't available. So which golf course is he playing today?
Forget your key, love.
Hello, Bill.
Dr. Maguire. Wasn't expecting you, was I?
No, I just wanted to see you all right. Thanks. I saw Joyce this morning.
Not my fault. Oh, I'm glad it wasn't too bad.
It is quite a nasty school.
I thought it was worse than she said. Looking after me like this, I think it's getting too much. Joyce would never admit that.
Well, Joyce says that the reason she didn't go into St. Phil's today is because she's concerned about who would care for you.
St. Phil's? Was the burn as bad as that?
No, she's due for her knee replacement today.
What knee replacement?
Bill, her arthritis is quite serious. A joint replacement would greatly help her mobility and ease the pain. It's in both your interests that she has surgery as soon as possible.
Of course. I can't believe the stupid woman didn't tell me. She's too proud for her own good sometimes.
Look, I know it wouldn't be the same as having Joyce here, but we can arrange a carer to visit you while she's in hospital.
Well, we wouldn't need to.
Only me.
Dr. Maguire, this is my daughter, Susan.
Oh, hello, Susan.
Hello, Doctor.
Very nice to meet you. I understand from your mother that she and your dad don't see much of you.
It's Joyce. She won't have anything to do with her. She never...
Forgave me.
Well, I'm sure if you had a disagreement about something...
I don't think she'd call it that.
But if you talk to your mother...
That's the point. She isn't my mother.
We adopted Susan as a baby.
I always knew I was adopted. Mum and Dad told me as soon as I was old enough to understand. But it didn't matter. I had two wonderful parents.
But now you're not talking to one of them.
That was her decision.
She'll change her mind.
She hasn't in 5 years.
Must have been quite a disagreement.
Right, bye-bye then, dear.
Bye-bye, you
Bye-bye.
take care,
See you.
Joyce. Bye.
I will, right, bye-bye.
I always said I didn't want to trace my birth parents. But when I got engaged, I don't know, I just felt I needed to meet them, talk to them.
And Joyce found that difficult?
Well, actually, she was okay about it. She probably knew I'd want to find them one day.
Sounds like you were very close.
We were. Until I chose my natural father to give me away at my wedding.
Joyce took that to mean that Susan was ungrateful for what we'd done for her.
She said she wanted nothing more to do with me. That she wished she'd never adopted me. It was a confusing time. I thought it would be a good way of involving my natural parents in my life. But it just damaged my relationship with my mum. She said she couldn't bear to look at me. She didn't even come to the wedding. Neither of you did.
I didn't agree with Joyce. I just went along to keep her happy. I thought that she'd get over it eventually, but she didn't. Anyway, in the end, without Joyce knowing, I made contact with Susan. She still doesn't know that we meet. I wish I had been able to make her see sense.
There's still a lot of time. Susan, surely you want to sort things out, don't you? After all this time?
A lot of things were said in the heat of the moment that neither of us should have said. But that doesn't change the fact that they were. All I want now is to make sure that this one is looked after by a family that cares.
And do grandparents figure in that plan?
I would like to patch things up with Mum if I could. I suppose all I ever really wanted was an apology.
I'm sorry, love, but I don't think there is much chance of that.
Is that Dr. Logan? Yeah, it's Dr. McGuire from the mill. Look, I'm looking for Peter Kendrick. Have you seen him today? Yeah, okay, thanks. Sorry. Yes, sorry.
What's this about you and a knee replacement? What's happened to you? Are you all right? I'll call Dr. McGuire.
I've had enough of this. The PCT have done absolutely nothing.
OK, I'll try and get hold of Murray myself.
It's impossible to get through. They won't let you talk to him.
Oh, don't worry. I know how to work the PCT. I've got contacts I can call.
Damn all this red tape.
Just leave it with me, Mac, OK?
What about Peter? I haven't been able to contact him. No one has seen him. I don't know what else to do.
Well, I think you've done enough already. He's not your responsibility.
Then whose is he? No one seems to care. Yes.
Oh, hello, Mac. I've been trying to track you down.
Well, here I am.
Okay. Bill Elliott's just called. He says his wife's had a fall and he wondered if you could go and see her.
Well, can't someone else go? Where's Greg?
No, Greg's out at the police station and he did specifically ask for you.
Okay, leave it with me. Maybe I should try and call Peter again.
Look, you are supposed to be on house calls. I will keep trying Murray and I'll let you know when I get any news, all right?
I suppose I've known for a while that I can't really cope with Bill on my own anymore. But pride doesn't always allow you to admit such things, does it?
Well, there's no shame in asking for help if you need it.
No, I suppose you're right.
Could always arrange a carer, you know.
I feel I'm letting Bill down, letting a total stranger look after him.
Well, people are happier with a carer they know.
Yeah, but there isn't anyone.
Perhaps if you patch things up with Susan?
No. It's all too long ago now. I have thought of getting in contact, but she won't be interested.
She might be. Especially now she's pregnant.
Pregnant? But how did you know? I mean, have you spoken to her?
Joyce, if Bill's managed to put things right with Susan, it makes it easier for you to do the same, doesn't it?
But I can't believe that you've kept it from me. How long have you known?
What's important is you have a real chance to resolve your differences.
No. She made her bed, we made ours. It's too late.
You might not always feel that way, especially after the baby arrives. Maybe all Susan needs is for you to say sorry. One of my sons and I, we didn't talk for a while. I promise you, you don't want to spend the rest of your life regretting not having said one simple little word. And it really is easier than you might expect.
Suppose she doesn't want to see me.
She will.
Look, I can go ahead and organise a carer right now. But I think a better solution would be if Bill moved in with Susan and her husband. Well, it need only be for a couple of weeks. And then you can have your operation without worrying about Bill being looked after somebody he doesn't know.
So you'll see Susan?
Yes, I will.
Hi, this is the Kendricks. Please leave a message after the tone. Thank you.
I'm sorry. I've missed you.
I shouldn't have let things go on for so long.
Oh, it's my fault. I should have tried to talk to you before, knowing how ill Dad was, and that you weren't well. I suppose I was frightened you'd turn me away again.
Well, you're here now, and that's all that matters.
I want you to know that I've always thought of you as my real parents. You were the ones who were always there for me. Both of you. And I want you to know that I'm here for you now. So if there's anything I can do, you only have to ask.
Well, Dr. Maguire suggested that your dad might move in with you while I'm having my surgery. I'd be far happier if I knew that he was being properly looked after while I'm in hospital.
We'd love to have him stay.
Oh, thank you.
So you'll be having your knee surgery now, then?
Well, I suppose I'd better. I'm running out of excuses. If I don't have it done this time, I shall never hear the last of it.
Oh, that's typical. Just because it's the end of the day.
Hello, Dr. Maguire.
Oh, hi, it's Jenny Kendrick.
Jenny, where are you?
In Devon at my mother's.
Oh, well, that'll be good for Peter. How's you doing?
Peter's not here. It's just the kids and me. With his state of mind lately, I've been finding it more and more difficult to cope. And then when he hit Josh, I just couldn't cope anymore, so I brought Josh and Phoebe down here.
He hit Josh. Look, when I spoke to him the other day, he seemed fine. He didn't mention anything like that.
Well, I still don't know if I can forgive him, but I still care about him. But I rang because I thought you might know where he was.
No, I haven't been able to contact him. I've called the surgery and I've rung him at home. Jenny?
Well, I can't contact him either.
I even rang one of our neighbours who went down to the house, but there was no sign of him.
They said he hadn't been there all weekend. I'm really worried.
What's wrong? Jenny, can you think of anywhere he might have gone?
No. Oh, I hope he's okay.
Jenny, try not to worry. I'm sure he'll turn up. And we'll talk soon, yeah? Okay, bye, bye.
Monks next here on BBC One, and BBC Two's opening the doors of celebrity homes. It's back, a new series of Through the Keyhole this afternoon at 3.